Good evening, students. In previous lecture, in previous video, we have seen question number 1 and question number 4 of the question bank. Now, in this particular video, we will see next question. Okay. So, in previous video, we have solved this particular question number 4. Now, this question number 5 is very easy. Okay, these are the just definitions we have tried down. For this, define the following terms: dry bulb temperature, humidity ratio, degree of saturation, wet bulb temperature, okay, relative humidity, bypass factor. Already I have given these particular things in the notes, so you refer the notes, or I hope you write the assignment number 1. In that also I have mentioned these particular terms. So this is very easy question, so you try by your own. Now I will take the example number 6. Question number 6. Okay. So what is the question number 6? Let us see carefully first. Moist air at standard atmospheric pressure is passed over a cooling coil. The inlet state, that is dBT, is given 30 degrees Celsius. Relative humidity is given 50%, and exit state of that particular air is given, that is dBT is 15 degrees Celsius and the relative humidity is 90%. Okay, show that process on psychometric chart. So we have to show this particular process on psychometric chart. So for that we need a psychometric chart first. Determine the amount of heat and moisture removed per kg of the dryer. So this is very easy question actually. So let us try to solve this question, but for that I need a psychometric chart first. So I have sent it on WhatsApp group. So please take the printout of that particular psychometric chart and then try to solve this particular question so that you can understand. So basically this question belongs to the cooling and dehumidification process. Okay, already we have discussed different processes of the psychometry, that is cooling and dehumidification, one of them, and this question belongs to that particular process, that is cooling and dehumidification. Now if you see here in this particular question, what is given? Dry bulb temperature, that is TD1, is given 30 degrees Celsius and phi1 is given 50%. TD2 is given 15 degrees Celsius. That means here temperature is reduced. If you see here, temperature is reduced. That means it is a cooling process. Now phi1 here 50% and phi2 is 90%. So by drawing the chart or by drawing this particular graph, only we can understand whether there is humidification or whether there is a dehumidification process takes place. Okay. So here 50% relative humidity is at inlet and 90% humidity, relative humidity at the outlet or at the exit. Now if you see here, this is the general psychometric chart. Okay. Now 15 at 15 degrees Celsius and humidity is how much at inlet? Sorry, at inlet first temperature is 30 degree and relative humidity is 50%. So we have to mark this particular point number 1. Okay, and at 15 degree Celsius and 90% relative humidity, we have to mark point number 2, and we have to join these particular lines 1 and 2. So if you see this particular process, out of 8 processes that we have studied, out of that this is a cooling and dehumidification process. Okay, and okay, on this particular right side there is a specific humidity. Okay, so this is particular H1, this is particular value is H2, and this particular, if you see here carefully, this is a HA. Okay, how to find this value of HA? Just what we have to do, from this point number 1 we have to draw a straight vertical line, and from number point 2 we have to draw a straight horizontal line. Wherever these two lines intersect, that point is point number A. Okay, this W1 is the specific humidity at point number 1 and W2 is specific humidity at point number 2. Okay, so now we have to calculate the heat removed. So how to calculate the heat removed from this particular? So for that I need values of H1 and H2. So how to calculate these values of H1 and H2? So from psychometric chart, whatever I have drawn here, okay, this we have to draw on the chart. So let us consider this is the chart. So I hope you have taken the printout of this particular psychometric chart that I have already shared to you. Okay. Now if you see here, let us I will draw here. So at dry bulb temperature 30 degrees Celsius, okay, and relative humidity of how much? 50. Okay, this is given. So this is value. This is the relative humidity of 50%. This is the chart for this. This is the line actually. Okay, and wherever this particular 30, that is vertical line, and this particular curve line intersect, so this point is point number 1. Okay, so I have shown this particular point number 1. Now how to draw the point number 2? So it is given in the question, that is at the exit the temperature is 15 degrees Celsius and relative humidity is 90%. So if you see this is a 90% curve. Okay, so this is the curve of 90%, and here this particular 15 degree and this 90 curve wherever intersect, so this point is your point number 2. Okay, this is point number 2. Okay, now from this point number 1 I have drawn this vertical line, and from this point number 2 I have drawn the horizontal line. So wherever this line and wherever this line intersect each other, this point is point number A. Okay, now what we have to do, how to find the enthalpies? So look at this, this is the enthalpy in kilojoule per kg of dry air. So from point number 1 just draw a straight this line like this. So this is particular 65, this is value of 65, so you will get the h1 as 65. Okay, h1 as 65, and let us try to draw this t2 h2. So here if you see this h2 is around 40. Okay, so this is value of h2, that is how much, 40. Okay, I hope you understand these values, how I have drawn these values h1 and h2. And similarly from this point A we can draw this inclined line, and wherever it intersect, let us assume that it intersect at a point of 55. Let us assume, okay, h. So this is value of ha, right? Now how to calculate the values of specific humidities? So specific humidities, that is W1 and W2, can be calculated or can be drawn by drawing this. From point number 1 draw a straight horizontal line to the right, and it will intersect to this point at this particular location. And okay, wherever it intersect, let us, I will zoom it so that you can understand. Just 1 second. Okay, so wherever it intersect actually, if you see carefully, this is 0.013 and this is 0.014 kilojoule per kg of dry air. Okay, so actually there are total 5 lines in between. So one line indicates that point 0.002 and 0.00. Okay, first line indicates 0.002, 0.004, 0.006, 0.008 and 0.014, that is 140. Okay, this is actually, remember, this is 13 and this is 14, that is 0.013 and 0.014. So therefore each line indicates 0.002. Okay, so that we have to add in this particular 0.0132. So at this particular point number 1 it will come around 0.0134, something like this. Okay, and at point 2, if you see at point 2 it will come around, okay, look at this, this is 0.009 and this is 0.010. So this comes near to 0.10. Therefore it may be around 0.0098. Yes or no? Okay, this is 0.0098 and this is 0.0134. Okay, so this is W2 and this is W1. So I hope you understand these values, how I have calculated values of H1 and H2 and W1 and W2. This is very, very important. Okay, remember this. Now, so as soon as I got these values of H1 and H2, okay, so what we have to do, look at this. So we have to calculate the value of heat removal. So heat removal is equal to H1 minus H2. So from psychometric chart, H1 just we have calculated, which is 65, H2 was around 40. So heat removal is H1 minus H2, that will become around 25 kilojoule per kg dry air. Okay, and how to calculate the moisture removed? So moisture removed can be calculated as W1 minus W2. So from psychometric chart we have calculated W1, that is 0.0134 and W2 is 0.00936. Okay, so take it approximately. I have taken here 0.0096. So moisture removed is W1 minus W2 and that is come around 0.0134 minus 0.0096, so that will be 0.0038 kilojoule per kg, sorry, kg per kg of dry air. The units also we have to remember. So just in our question, just uh, what is asked there, determine the amount of heat and moisture removed per kg of dry air, that is asked. But if in case suppose sensible heat factor is also asked, then what we have to do here, whatever we have drawn this particular point number A, so we have to take the help of this point number A, and from that sensible heat factor can be written as HA minus H2 upon H1 minus H2. So HA we have to calculate, so it comes around 55 from the chart, and just we have to put that values here, and from that you will get the value of sensible heat factor. Okay, that is not asked in our question, but remember, if it is asked in the question in the, okay, then we have to write down this particular sensible heat factor in this manner. So I hope you have got this particular question number 6, okay, which is very very easy. But for that, the chart, psychometric chart, understanding of this particular psychometric chart, how I have plot this point number 1, how I have plot this point number 2, how I have plot this point number A, and from that values, from point 1 and point number 2, how I have calculated values of H1, H2, okay, W1, W2, that is very very important. Okay, so this particular inclined lines indicates the relative humidity. Okay, and this particular on the x-axis, if you see, there is a dry bulb temperature. Okay, that is here on the x-axis, okay, minus 10, minus 5, like this. And on this particular left hand curve line, here there is a wet bulb or saturation temperature. Okay, these are the wet bulb or saturation temperature lines actually. Okay, so I hope you understand this, and let us, I will solve the, sorry, in next video I will solve next question, okay, which is a difficult one. Okay, so thank you very much, and try to solve this particular question on your own by using this particular chart. Unless and until you use this chart, you cannot be able to understand. Okay, so thank you.